Welcome to The Real, Episode 12, Right Don't Make It True. I am a fairly observant guy. So, when I hear what passes for intelligent, factual, godly conversation in the Christian community, it's downright scary. No, I'm not speaking of our current political climate or the questionable accuracy of today's press. I'm talking about the pure ignorance of church-going, faith-spouting, love-screeching, quote-unquote Christians. God help us, we done got dumb. Over the years, I have really listened to what passes for understanding with people of faith. And you know what conclusion I've reached? That we, as a collective, are very, very shaky on the concept of the word truth. With my extraordinary investigative abilities, however, I have come up with the reason for such widespread stupidity. Folk don't want the truth. Let me explain. There is one thing that man wants. Whatever man wants. We are selfish, lustful, prideful. That is the human condition. And that shows itself in a crystal clear way. We want to be right. Not just want to be right. No, I will be right. Shoot, I am right. Now, this ain't a current phenomenon. The Bible states in Judges chapter 17, verse 6, in those days there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what was right in his own eyes. The Bible also states in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12, there is a way which seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. Oops. But hey, ain't it a joy to die being right? Except what you think is right isn't always the truth. Stay with me here. Folk confess they are believers, yet do they really have any idea what that means? See, when you are a true believer, or is it a believer in truth? Anywho, you're supposed to love the truth. Don't y'all say all day and twice on Sunday that you just love Jesus? Well, didn't Jesus say he was the truth? Or did I misquote John chapter 14, verse 6? And don't you say you are a part of the church, which according to 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 15, is the pillar and foundation of the truth? So if you love Jesus and you love the church, then you love the truth, right? Well, go all Pontius Pilate on me and ask, what is truth? John chapter 17, verse 17 says what? Your word is truth. Full stop. Newsflash, crossbearers. Your word doesn't mean your own personal opinion is truth. God's word is truth. However, God, being gracious, gives everybody the right to be wrong. Aha! And therein lies an opportunity. Paul says about the Jews in Romans chapter 10, verses 2 and 3, for I bear them witness that they have a zeal for God, but not according to knowledge. For being ignorant of the righteousness of God and seeking to establish their own, they did not submit to God's righteousness. Get it? You can replace God's truth with your own interpretation of what's right based on your opinion. See, that way you can have this great enthusiasm for God without having to deal with that pesky obedience thing. In short, you can ignore the Bible in a way America's 47th president would probably state it, as an inconvenient truth. So, today's Christian has the knowledge of the truth, they just don't necessarily want the knowledge of the truth. So when Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 states, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because you have rejected knowledge, I also will reject you from being my priest. It wasn't just talking about the truth back then. No, it's just as inconvenient today. Gets in the way of what you want. And just like back then, God's going to kick your butt straight to the curb. Oh, maybe not right away, but you best be sure God is not mocked. You sow your own righteousness, you will surely, as it is written in Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, reap it. So you just keep on, all you truthless, self-righteous commentators out there, because I'm sure you've got something to say, just not sure you've got something to add. You may think you're right, but it don't make it true. I know, it's unwanted, it's uncomfortable, it's inconvenient, it's real. Welcome to The Real, Until next time, ever forward.